This NetMaven will continue on my multi-site EVPN VXLAN development. In DC1, you will see here I've added a DCASA virtual appliance. It's to test a multi-tenant communication through a ASA insertion. We insert a ASA to bridge the communication between my tenant 1 net 1 and tenant 2 net 1. So these communication will be through my tenant 1 net 2 and tenant 2 net 2. So between the two tenants net 1s, we have to go through the ASA. Let's log on to my ASA. We have configured the interface, which is interface 0/0 is facing my tenant 1. So I give it a security level 50. It will be lower security because tenant 1 is considered as internal. And interface U/0/1 is connecting to my tenant 2, which is they both will be tenant 2 tenant 2 net 2 and tenant 1 net 2. So it's given a security level 100 and it's tenant 2, tenant 1, net 2 IP address. Okay. Next, we'll configure the routes. These two routes is to the net 1s. So the tenant 1 has net 1 and net 2. They also have their own IP address. So if we are going to net 1, we're going through the net 1 gateway. If goes to net 2, net 1 of the tenant 2, we're going to send it to the net 2 gateway. So this is a simple static route to route the traffic. And then we have a access permit all, permit IP any, and we apply the inbounds to my tenant 1. As you can see, this is all it requires to configure my ASA site. If you need a more detailed the ASA config on my specific to control the traffic, you could configure here. So these two, at least all configured, will allow the communication between tenant 1 and tenant 2 from the two interfaces. Let's first go over what we required for my DC1 fabric. So we're going to log on to fabrics. We have MSD. Go to MSD. We are going to go to interface. Let's search the switch name DC1 leaf 1. We'll be focusing on the interface 1/3 and 1/4 facing is my ASA. So as the diagram showing, E13 is facing my tenant 1 net 2. So tenant 1 net 2 is with a security policy interface access host. So policy is access host and will be given to attach tenant 1 net 2 similar to E13. E14 is connecting to ASA and also an access host and attached to a network tenant 2 net 2. So this will make these two interface as a normal server facing interface attached into different networks in different tenant. And later on, we could test this connection. So just log into my server 1 is a tenant 1 net 1 server. And it was supposed to, because it is in the same L2, same L3 VNI, but different L2 VNI, I'm supposed to ping the IP 192.168.11.253. You'll see it is pinging. And then let's log on to my tenant 2 server. Let's ping. IP is because the L3 anycast gateway needs to route to the different tenants. So what I create is add a policy. We'll add to only my DC1 leave one. So click next. This is important to select the policy template. We'll make a static route IPv4 and v6. First, we'll have to give a description, so easy to remember. We'll say tenant 1 is for ASV virtual, okay? Is going to my tenant via F. We'll add this route 192.168.2.0/24, and next hop is my tenant 1 network 2 IP is 253. Two by three is on my ASA. Save that. All right, let's save that config. And we're going to add another route. Send switch, leave one, and we'll say 10 and 2 ASVV. Okay. Static route. Let's add 192.168.1.0/24, and it going to my tenant 2 NAT 2 IP on my ASA. So we will send the traffic to ASA on my fabric. Okay, the fabric knows how to send traffic. Now let's take a look. So two static routes created. We have to, let's say we'll deploy once. Click the blue action and deploy. What you will be noticing is 0 lines to config because we are in the MSD. Instead, we should go to DC1 to configure local leaf switch. That will say with pending, telling us with pending on leave one configuration, click the blue actions and deploy it. So what you'll find this time, we have to add a route, right? And you see we are missing some configure on the tenant 2 that we'll have to change. Okay, close that. We're missing something. Edit this policy. We missed tenant 2 in here. Add a tenant 2, save. You see here -500, that's okay. Let's close this, go to DC1, switches, blue action, recalculate. Now we see 7 lines. That's correct. In tenant 1, we add a tenant 2 net 1 routes sent to the ASA IP, and in we have tenant 2 go at the route going to tenant 1 net 1. We send it to my ASA IP. Okay, that's how we want to do it. Deploy all. Okay, deploy is completed. I'll tell you this is not enough. Even though we have a route, it is not enough. Okay, we'll have static routes, but I'll have to redistribute it into my EVPN neighbor. Okay, that's gonna be have more policies. Let's go to MSD. We'll have to create more policies. First policy we have to create is ACL policy. All right. Still DC1 leave 1. Next. Let's say we have to distribute it tenant 1. This is the name. This is tenant 1 distribution. Okay. We're gonna match this net 1 route. So the template is gonna be IP ACL. That's what we want. Give it ACL name, same DCT1, D2, T1, okay. We'll permit secret number 10, source IP is 192.168.1.0/24. Change TCP to IP and destination address is ending. Save that. Okay, save. Create one again. DC1 leave 1. Next. This time will be my distributed to tenant 2. ACL, IP ACL template, D2, T2. Okay. Add what match is IP 192.168.2.0/24. Destination IP ending. Save. Okay, we create the policies for IP ACL. We'll then create the route map. On the same switch, leave 1. This route map is gonna be tenant 1, and we'll say route template, route map match. This is the template. We match let's save that. Check switch. So we got to do one more route map match. That's add a policy. Next, we'll match the tenant 2. Okay, we have ACL, we have route map. Next, we have to redistribute, right? So let's add more policy to the same leaf. This time we'll name as a BGP 100 T tenant 1, tenant 2, redistribute. The name for the template is gonna be switch freeform. Okay, in the freeform, we just need to copy all these commands and paste it here. Here, I have to go the route BGP 100. We have tenant 1 in IPv4 unicast. We're gonna to redistributed static routes. For the route map matching, obviously in tenant 1 we distributed tenant 2 network, and the tenant 2 would redistribute the static routes matching my tenant 1 route. Okay, let's save that. Saving that, we have one more here, added switch waveform. Okay, close this, and we'll have to add it to the DC1 switch, and we'll give a action, bool action, recalculate deploy. Double check the pending configs. We're adding ACL. It's more clear in the CLI. Right, we have routes, map, matching the ACLs, the routes, static routes, going to the BGP. In the address family IPv4 unicast, we will redistribute the static route. So that's about it, and deploy out. Okay, all configures configured. Okay, so let's check what I have to do. So let's go to my DC1 leave 2. DC1 leave 2, we're going to choose show IP routes 192.168.2.0 via F is tenant 1. Let's see if I have the routes to my tenant 2. Yes, we have one, and a tenant 2, do we have a route to tenant 1 net 1? That's correct. So looks like in the control plane we have routes. If I had it to the servers under DC1 tenant 1 server 1, let's ping 192.168.2.100, which is here, is the other tenant. Ping is okay now, and we trace route 192.168.2.100. First, go to its own tenant 1 net 1 anycast gateway. Then it heads to the tenant 2 net 2 gateway. It goes to the tenant 2 net 1 gateway. Then finally reach out to the tenant 2 server. That's how the data flows through the ASA. Let's just check the DC1 leaf 1 show IP routes 192.168.2.0 via F is tenant 1. I have routes tenant 2. Do I have route to tenant 1? Yes. Let's do one more test. We'll go to DC1 tenant 2. Sorry, we'll go to DC2 tenant 1 server, which is the other tenant. We're testing the multi-site, and we can test if it's still able to ping it. We're testing ping to tenant 2 server from my DC2 tenant 1. Ping is fine. Let's do a trace route. Crossing multi-sites, not showing the path. That's fine. Anyway, we're testing the ASA. We insert ASA. We distribute the routes from tenant 1, tenant 2. Now they can communicate through the ASA between the tenants. Okay, that's about it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Hey everyone, NetMaven here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to dive into the world of amazing network technologies with me, and please feel free to leave your comments below. Hey everyone, NetMaven here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to dive into the world of amazing network technologies with me, and please feel free to leave your comments below.